I don't really like it. Oh.
Oh.
That all my funding, all my taxpaying dollars is going to the prison underneath the Historical Society.
No, James is like, I would vote for this.
He's like, can I drop myself down? Can I
If you slide against the wall like Mega Man X, it'll be a lot slower.
yeah.
Back at it again at Krispy Kreme.
Yeah. I think
So you
Krispy
said-
Kreme nowadays is very similar to Silent Hill. No one goes there much. It's kind of empty. It's abandoned.
Certainly not in Canada.
It's all about
Anyway.
artisanal donuts that have stealth
Yes.
drops on Instagram. Before you go through that door, go back.
Whoa. Before I go through that door.
Can you access a room on your map labeled pharmacy, or is that available to us anymore?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so you told me good news, bad news. Oh, yeah. Pharmacy is just up there to the north.
Yeah.
Out the elevator. Can we? Oh, yeah. Okay, so I can go through the exam. I can go upstairs to the other elevator. And then... This is such a good way to start.
It's almost all the time that's how it starts.
So tell me about the pharmacy. Tell me what you heard on the internet that we need to rectify right now.
Literally just on TikTok, and I saw like things you can miss in Silent Hill 2, and I was like, oh, yeah. And so the quiz that we got in the
Yes.
elevator is actually used for not later in the game. It's used for a room in here, and it just expects you to maybe canvas the area, the floor one more time.
I see.
And it's just a lockbox that requires the answers put into it. And I did read what it is, so if we don't get it, it's really not that big of a deal. It's just additional ammo and health.
A golden skin for the shotgun, you say? Finally.
If you saw that the game that you got,
Oh, shit.
I don't know. Oh, is it not working?
Yeah, no. Looks like we've locked ourselves out of solving it, which is a shame because we knew all the answers.
Did we?
So-
I'm going to ask you because it did look at which one of the answers. Now, if we were able to access
Okay,
this,
let's do it.
I would have asked you which one do you think it is? Because there's two. There's one that we nailed, which is the road, the right road.
Wiltsea Road.
Wiltsea, right. So
Yeah.
of the other two, the two girl names and
Okay,
the numbers,
okay.
what was your gut instinct for those?
So for the number, for question 1, I think it was B, which was 67.
That is correct.
That is correct. Okay, amazing. And then for question 3, it was Miriam, Heather, or Julia, A, B, or C. I kind of feel like it must have been C, but I might be wrong. I just don't think it was B.
No, it is not B, but it was A, Miriam.
It was A. Oh no.
So
My golden shotgun skin.
You're going all over the place because I was going to ask you, like, if you bought a new game, let's say, I don't know, Metaphor, and it had, like, a golden skin for your weapon, would you be like, fuck yeah? Or are you one of those people that's like, I don't care?
I don't care. I probably wouldn't use it either.
The only game I care about that is in the golden, like, special edition version of GoldenEye remake for the Wii. I wanted that golden controller.
Oh, you want the-
and I
yeah.
wanted the gold gun skin. I think that game came with some sort of pre-order skin or something.
Yeah,
or something.
it did. Well, I mean, who wouldn't want the golden Pro controller, honestly? It was really cool.
We do
Oh, geez.
take care of Mannequin. Mannequin, big problem all the time,
Oh.
it seems.
Yeah, we actually took a death here last time, so...
Not this time, though. Liam swears, folks. Liam told me
Yeah.
before we were recording, no more deaths.
Yeah, that's what I said.
His mirth, his laughter was his confidence laughter.
No more deaths, guys.
Yeah, check your map real quick. Check your map real quick.
Hang on, I hear
Yeah,
Let's
there's
check
a
the map.
skittering.
a little safety map. We're right near Heaven's
we
Night.
absolutely need to check out Pete's Bolorama. We didn't check it last time because I believe Maria just says, "Oh, that we don't need to go that way," but you can walk that way. I think.
Well, I remember
Maybe.
last time being like, "Oh, ooh, I remember last time being like, oh, well, we're probably going to come back this way or something.
Yeah, so we
Pete's
are.
Bolorama is... Oh, it's down Carroll Street. Okay. Can we even go down that way? I mean, I could try.
Go back the way you came through that stinky door. Maybe you can go this way.
Maybe I can. Yeah, no, Golden's... Well, Metaphor, if you, like, got the digital Fuck You Deluxe Edition or whatever, that's like $150. It comes with, like, a zillion costumes, actually. I did not get that version.
A zillion.
It's actually a lot. Like, I didn't count them, but I want to say, like, 30 plus costumes. And they're like, a lot of them are like here, you've got the Persona outfits,
back it up. That nurse strangely clean compared to all these street nurses.
Yeah, well, this isn't one of the Filthland nurses. This is from the sanitary real-life hospital nurses.
Oh my gosh, she's just tanking it.
Whoa, did you see that pause in her attack there? Super cool. That's
cool.
so creepy.
She's almost taunting.
Yeah. She's so sturdy. She's like a tank.
So another another
brittle
small
tank, but
very brittle tank. Another small variant for endings that we could possibly get is just don't spend time walking around in like low health. I think it's like a certain percentage. It's one of those things that's like I'm not sure if there's really a metric for it, but try to be healthy for as long as possible type thing.
I'm not too concerned about the ending stuff because I really don't mind at the end going back through on my own time to set up some saves for the...
I did not look at what the endings are precisely. I just know that these are the 3 endings and these, and like 1 or 2 of them made me go like,
whoa, creepy sounds.
I don't know if this is... Ew. 1 or 2 of them, it was like, I'm not sure if we can get those type thing. Like, I'm not sure if we can get another ending if we do save file scummery, you know?
That's alright. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, but, you know. So we definitely can't get to the Bolorama. Yeah. Oh,
at least not this way.
Yeah.
But I did read after the hospital, you can get to the Bolorama afterwards.
Okay, well,
and I know you're really excited for it too.
I'm really curious about it. Yeah. I'm gonna get there, and it's gonna be a new horde mode made just for this version of Silent Hill 2.
Mercs.
Fight 6,000 bugs. Yes. Yeah.
It's like you can. James, Eddie, Angela.
You should definitely be able to play as Pyramid Head Man in Silent Hill 2 Mercenaries.
Yeah, no, you should. Yeah, he would be the Wesker or the Krauser. Here it comes. These things are such a nuisance. Like they're like that fucking cat that everyone hates. Maxwell.
Ma, there's a thing out here. That one?
No. That people hate that cat too. I mean, Max. You know Maxwell.
No.
So an owner straps a GoPro to this cat and just lets him loose, and he goes around on TikTok literally beating up other cats that are just chilling, not doing anything. And these are like, everyone's like, this is such a nuisance. Like, will the government do nothing?
And he's just letting his cat do this, and I mean...
Well, he gets the cat back, takes the GoPro videos, and just puts them up. And everyone's like, this cat, you gotta run away. Like, I've seen one or two of them. I see 1 or 2 of them, I'm like, this cat is bullying these cats. Like, he's going after people. Like, he's got vendettas.
That ain't okay.
It's rough. Yeah, it's rough.
I don't know what the owner is supposed to do except not let the cat out, though.
I mean, yeah. Maybe he's not even. Maybe the cat's just busting out of, like, kitty jail.
The cat's strong enough to break through the walls.
Break through his bonds.
Damn it. Oh, man.
He's, like, chained up, and he just bursts through. He's like Cody. It's tough living out on these streets.
Yeah, definitely. Well, last time, I mean, I'm not sure if you remember, but we actually did die here. Oh, did you see that?
Yeah, I did.
We died in that building.
Yeah.
And I'm saying we because it disseminates the shame a little bit.
It's good to disseminate the shame. Like, it ran into that pose!
Guy, you're like really not...
And a bug. Watch out, because of the damage.
Yeah, I want to get the bug.
Got him. Alright,
Last time... Oh, look, right there, too.
Wow. Again, mannequins. Maxwellikins. Whoa!
I see what you mean. They are like that cat. Right.
Alright, alright.
Pyramid Head Man lets his little guys out, and then they go mess up James.
Go out, my minions. Whoa, what was with that
Yeah,
swirling
creepy.
music?
It's making that creepy sound again. Okay, so I have actually quite a lot of shotgun shells, because I've been avoiding using it, so... we talked about this a little bit last time, but bullets are definitely evening out a little bit more now. Or at least the handgun bullets. Like, now I only have 12, which is, you know, nice, but... Again, maybe I need to be a little more liberal with shotgun shells against the nurses when they show up.
Yeah. Maybe not the mannequins, because the nurses seem to take... Well, right now I'm feeling like enemies are taking a few more hits than I think they were previously, but maybe I'm off on that.
The nurses still feel pretty sturdy, honestly.
You want a sturdy
nurse.
nurse.
Changed, so there's a wall I can James through. Uses the trademarked Berserker Barrage to go through it.
Yeah, but when James says Berserker Barrage, it's not quite with the confidence that a Wolverine does.
It's more depressed.
Berserker Barrage.
Thought this was a thing.
They throw them there at you. Berserker
Didn't think that was
Barrage?
a thing. In my dreams, I can see a sick-ass move.
In my dreams, I can see air combo! Where are we on the map?
Good question. We're headed to Heaven's Night. If we can go to Bolorama at this point, we've got quite a circuit to do. There she is.
Oh, God. We'll get there eventually.
Yeah.
Just more Laura. I don't remember this much of her, but I'm misremembering a lot of things. Look,
nice.
Look, everyone, Liam.
Oh.
Liam's doing that thing again where he waits to the last possible second. That seemed cool.
Yeah. Didn't pay off that time.
Hey, it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, thankfully I've got a lot of shotgun shells, so...
Alright, lots of options here.
I should go up those stairs too and check after.
Yeah. You put that there and James somehow automatically just jumps up and leaps over it.
Man, these loud ambient sounds are spooky. There's a bug. There's a bug. There it is.
It's the most imposing music yet. I mean, fair is like a real shit environment, so...
That checks out. Are we in the shit version of Silent Hill right now?
I feel like it is.
Yeah, because look, it's got all the rusted through shit everywhere and stuff. Well, that must be why.
We didn't get it before.
The regular version of Silent Hill is much brighter. And actually has more fog. There's actually not much fog going on here at all. I don't know if I like it, but when you slide a cart into place, the way the arms all lower and they, I think, lose their yellowness a little bit. I'm not sure how much I love that, because it's like, I don't know, do I need a, like, you've solved the puzzle thing from the cart? Like, does that...
Yeah,
it's kind of like a little too video gamey.
Oh.
Not a big complaint, but...
Yeah. The vibe here feels not great.
Well, it's like, could you imagine in The Last of Us if they did that? You know, you move a cart and then it retracts its arms, like...
Yeah, I gotcha. On the wheel?
It just would feel... On the wheel. That's where the cats live.
Under the car,
See,
hiding from that.
I know about cats, too.
Still a lot of nurses. We're a couple of blocks away from the hospital. Like, can we at least get some mail workers, like letter carriers?
Men can be nurses too.
No,
oh, you mean mailmen? Oh, you mean mail people Women could be mailmen too. Women can be male people too.
Or just like, I know it can't all be mannequins because they're like general purpose, but
Yeah.
still.
I heard a bug.
Much skittering was heard. Ease around. Get that golden
Where you at?
Skulltula.
Oh.
You got it,
Yeah, you should be able to collect their golden corpses and trade them in later.
There must be an achievement for it.
You know, I can take these guys. I don't need to shoot them.
And then when you melt into a pile of goo.
Yeah. So this building is Lakeside Diner. I'm just gonna run around the side real quick and collect more bug shells. There's a corp. There it is.
You have to pay Agatha somehow.
I want Eddie to be really into them.
Yeah. He's like, I'm really into ice cream and pizza, but I love bugs. I'm like, yeah, probably.
Just eating the bugs in front of James.
I'd rather he be eating bugs than eating the ice cream with his hands.
You got a problem with a guy just doing some sloppy creams? Like...
Yes.
Why? He ran right through me.
His diner's full.
I think that's a clean one. There's a bug somewhere.
Yeah. Ah.
Okay.
Nothing. More nothing. Lots of nothing.
Ooh. Good stuff. Two bullets.
Wow,
shells.
it's fucking your birthday and Christmas all at once. Alright. I guess we go out through the back here and then we can slowly make our way. Like, Laura's gonna leave it, like, lead us through a whole fucking thing. Oh, wow, okay.
Going for the cross up there, but it did not pay off.
It's not always going to pay off.
No, it's not, but, you know. Ooh. Haunted machine.
Jukeboxes are, like, you know, when you think about it mechanically, they are haunted.
No. Nothing is mechanically.
Yes,
they're spiritually haunted by the tunes, but...
by the music of the past.
The music of the past.
Jeez.
Yeah, Silent Hill School Board.
And yeah, you know, we all think we had a rough on the school bus going to school with who you had to sit next to and bullies.
Oh man, it crawls under the... Yeah! How was your school bus experience? Was it bad?
So we didn't get the school bus because I didn't live that far away from the school that I even needed to take it. But you would, so there was no real bus route on that street. So in the times of bad weather or whatever, I had to get home really quick. I need to actually take the Montreal, like, actual just bus.
City bus, yeah.
City bus, and that was not, like, you know, it was no picnic.
That's a war zone in there.
Yeah, it's war zone in there. You took the words right out of my mouth. Like, thankfully no hooves were coming at me, but still. Jeez.
I need to just shoot these guys, honestly. And the ground also, for good measure.
The ground is evil too. It needs to be punished.
This is really cool when they do this pause in their animations like that. Like, it's really creepy. Really gets ya. Really gets me. Wow, my bullets really refilled, huh?
The movies do all types of weird gimmicks with the nurses, like, oh, if you don't make a noise, they can't hear you. And another one, it's like, oh, you point light at them and it freezes them. So they don't know what the fuck they're doing.
That's a fun idea. The light freezing them, I mean...
Alan Wake would have no problem.
No, his only power is flashlight.
And writing, I suppose.
Is that a power?
Not
Everyone can write.
The way he writes,
yeah,
it's kind of a power.
Did you ever play through Alan Wake 2? Oh, this is actually the right way. Oh, well,
yeah,
we gotta
go the opposite
turn our
way.
ass around. Yeah.
No,
Did you
I
finish
didn't.
Alan Wake?
No, I didn't finish it. I got midway through, was really excited, liked playing more, and I just didn't pick it back up again. I mean to, though. I have a huge backlog.
It is pretty good. I don't love the ending, but I really liked the game on the whole. It has some really killer sequences in it, that's for sure. Did you play Control, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I finished Control. When Alan Wake 2 was coming out, I was like, oh, I'm actually looking forward to this. I guess I have to play Alan Wake for the first time and also finish Control. And so I ended up playing them back-to-back, pretty much. I played Control, Alan Wake, and then the odd DLC for Control, and then Alan Wake 2, like, had come out like a week ago at that point, so... It was pretty cool getting to play them all back-to-back and seeing just how much they interwove them, you know?
That's one remaster that no, remakes, I think they're calling them. I mean, Remedy is kind of strangely announced, what, like a year ago or so, that like, hey, we're gonna remake Max Payne 1 and 2. And I'm like, really? A remaster would be fine for both of those. Maybe like a remaster that like redoes all the textures and facial models or something like that. But like remakes, I'm not sure. Like they haven't shown anything of what these are gonna look like or what the scope is gonna be, but I'm kind of like, huh, that's interesting, I think. I'm not sure they need it.
Of course, the language around it also sounds like it's going to stay Max Payne, which is probably the smart call, but, like, that is to say, separate from Alex Casey, the Max Payne character in Alan Wake, in that world, you know, so... Yeah, it's interesting and it's odd. I imagine they're going to sneak in some Easter eggs related to their world now, but... Max Payne is still tied to Rockstar completely, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, so I think they just got the permission to do it. I'm not sure.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think it's a good project. I think it'll make them a lot of money.
Where's Jack Quantum?
He is in Alan Wake 2.
Oh, well, the actor is, yeah.
Well, it's the same thing as Alex Casey, where it's just like he's not named the same thing for whatever reason, be it legal or otherwise, but it's him.
All right,
he's there. Yeah.
What is the character's actual name in Quantum Break?
Matthew Quantum. No, I don't remember. I actually can't remember because I remember
Jack.
his.
It's Jack something, but it's his last name isn't Quantum.
Yeah. In the second game, yeah, Breaker, but I can't. Sheriff Breaker. So.
Jack Breaker.
The Quantum Breaker.
Wow, it's so dark.
But he's there. He gets to do a small amount of quantum breaking. Ooh, there's something in here. A bigger bug? More bugs.
Emperor Bug. Wow, nothing happened in there, but that was still pretty creepy.
Yeah.
Where did she go?
Hey, nothing beats a trailer save.
Yeah, I'll take it. Quiet cocktails. He who is not bold enough to be stared at from across the abyss is not bold enough to stare into it himself. The truth can only be learned by marching forward. Follow the map, there's a letter and a wrench. It's really poetic until you hit follow the map, there's a letter and a wrench. Just like, you're reading Dante's Inferno, and, you know, halfway through, it's like, yeah, a letter and a wrench over there, Dante.
Look behind the waterfall for a power-up.
Basically. Speaking of bugs, I saw this interesting Pikmin thing the other day because I was like looking up like I was trying to talk to someone in Japanese about Pikmin.
You were looking up your regular search, which is are Pikmin real?
Are Pikmin real? How Pikmin real? Can plant Pikmin at home? But I wanted to talk to someone about Pikmin, specifically one of the enemies, and I realized, oh, the enemies are surely they're going to be named different things, right? And I haven't checked like the whole roster, but as far as I can see, in Japan, the enemies have much more like sort of cute monster names, whereas in the English localization, they have more science-y names for the most part. I mean, there's stuff like Bulborb where it's like kind of walking that line. It's a little cute, but it's not full science. But then, you know, you get to like iridescent flint bug and stuff like that. And it's like, that's a real insect you're talking about there, you know. I thought that was interesting. And I actually, one of those moments where I was like, oh, I actually kind of think I like what they went for in the North American version better. This sort of like scientific observations of these critters. Creating their names.
Well, now that you bring it up, like in here, the English versions of Silent Hill 2, the original and this one, it was the enemy that we fought earlier is Fleshlip, right? And in Japanese,
Fleshlip, right.
It's called Happy Lucky Lips.
Oh, really?
Which is not as scary, but
it's kind of charming in its own way, though. Got some old-time charm to it, that's for sure. Happy Lucky Lips. What's she called? Chappie? We got Happy Lucky Lips. We got Chappie.
Why Chappie?
Pyramid Head Man was called Zasizura. For his sizzling hot qualities and stuff, you know?
I mean,
It was only in localization that they realized that Pyramid Head Man made more sense for a man with a pyramid on his head.
It's a problem if you've ever seen the special feature. I don't know, you haven't even seen the movie, but when you watch the special features of like the Silent Hill movie, and you see like all the practical effects that they gave this really ripped like a European dancer dude, like who played Pyramid Head, and they're like he's wearing like a a butcher's tarp, and he's got his butt showing, and he's wearing like 9-inch platforms, and it's like.
He's huge, right? Yeah, like, he's gigantic.
Well, tall, yeah. He's not, like, much more, like, wide or
massive.
Whatever. He's a massive boy. So if you're, like, in love with Pyramid Head from just game stuff, right? It's like you will be by the end of this movie, because, yeah, they fetishize him a little bit, for sure.
But, like, in a sexy way.
Yes, yes.
Well, okay, yeah. It's good for him, then.
Good
for that actor, getting to play the sexy Pyramid Head Man.
Yeah. Now that I'm thinking about it, I can't remember if he appears in the second terrible movie. I think that he does, which is really bad. Every so often, some Silent Hill game will be like, well, let's have a character that's like Pyramid Head, but it's not. So they created one in like Silent Hill Origins for the PSP, which is just called the Butcher.
Yeah.
And it's the same sort of thing. It's just like a hulking guy with like a weird head or whatever.
That's something I've heard about Silent Hill over time, is sort of critiques of Pyramid Head Man's use throughout the series, because my understanding is that Pyramid Head Man is sort of uniquely about James and James's situation and trauma.
Yes.
And various games have reused him in tasteless ways or in ways that aren't really reflective of the lore. I need to heal. And I don't mean like Book of Memories, where he was an excellent source of XP, but I mean like in other games where he was perhaps used as like a primary antagonist when really he doesn't have any place in that story.
Exactly.
And I don't know how on the mark I am here, because I haven't played them.
Exactly right. Like, Silent Hill 3 and 4, no Pyramid Head, but when, like, Homecoming came around, like, it's gotta have Pyramid Head. People love Pyramid Head. It's like, well, I mean...
Why is he here, though?
It's like throwing Nemesis into everything, like... like, at least Capcom will do, like, a monster that's sort of like Nemesis, but not, like, that's fine, Like, me personally, I have no issues with that.
If anything, people are asking for Capcom monsters to come back more.
Like they're too restrictive with it.
Yeah, the Tyrant and Mr. X, and like they don't come back. They don't, not really. I mean, a little bit. Zero, but wait, Zero had a Tyrant, right?
Zero just had like Proto Tyrant, yeah.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah. And Dark Side Chronicles went pretty crazy with the tyrants.
Yeah, Umbrella
in the
Chronicles
Wesker
had
section.
Yeah, Umbrella Chronicles had those weird ass tyrants, like futuristic soldier tyrants. I hated them.
Those are dope. We need to do a whole playthrough of that.
No,
Jesus Christ. Oh my god.
Shotgun.
This one's almost dead though if you waste. This one I'll shotgun.
You're a waste.
Ouch.
I didn't mean for that to sound so harsh.
There we go, the pole disappeared.
Alright.
Yeah, in those situations I feel like it's like, well, she's already on the edge, so I need to just use my pole and my my handgun to take her down. It'd be such a waste to use a shotgun shell, but like I can see the foolhardiness of my logic at the same time. So I certainly don't want to come off like, yeah, this is the smart way.
Oh. The situation is as such where if you adjust against those two, you probably would have been fine 99% of the time, but because of how this game has been ramping up, like you were going to back up into another enemy. You didn't, but it just seemed like it was
here,
like,
look, another guy right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I agree, the enemies in this area, they're genetic freaks. Like, they just...
Yeah.
They're really strong. Really giving me the what for.
Like, they're in town ready to pound at any minute.
I wonder how much more difficult they are if you put the... Like, I wonder what the changes are if you put combat difficulty on high. Do they just ramp up the amount of damage James takes? Do they rearrange spawns? Do enemies... Are they better at dodging and
I would have to look that
often?
up. I don't think they'll get, like, new attacks, but who knows. So yeah, you can change the combat difficulty at any time after you start a game. You can't change puzzle difficulty, though.
Yeah, well, I would imagine if you changed puzzle difficulty, they would have to, like, if you were in an environment with a puzzle, they would have to, like, reload that area.
Yeah,
in real
or something.
Time, so
yeah.
they would have to do new work to make that happen.
Yeah,
Whereas I'm
sense.
assuming combat difficulty. Well, if you can change it any time, it probably is just damage and logic tweaks, in which case they don't have to reload anything. It's just right there in the code. Just do this amount of damage or swing this amount of times.
Let's check our map.
Let's check our map.
Feels like, wow.
Letter and wrench?
I feel like we've made zero
So, man,
progress.
if we can get to the bowler ammo, we gotta... No, we're making progress because we moved off the other map. We moved onto this map, Saul Street. Like coming through the haunted hallway.
It's just I don't want to get too close to like what could possibly be like a cutscene point, like in the middle that has the wrench and whatever. Like we don't know what it's going to be, right? So
realistically, we should be avoiding all cutscenes during this playthrough.
Realistically,
there's a healing item in it. There we go.
Need that. But yeah,
I really don't, but I want it. There we go. Drunk it. Wasted it. Delicious.
Waste it. As long as you don't.
Oh, there's an enemy there.
What? Ah!
For like a frame, it like spawned in, and you could kind of see it through. Sort of. There was sort of a visual. It's hard to describe because I only saw it for like one frame, but I promise
okay, I'll
it was
just
there.
have to believe you.
Yeah, you'll just have to believe me. No items here. Nope. Oh yeah. Whenever there's a little corner with an enemy, there's always items corresponding to it. Which,
I mean,
makes sense.
Any combat encounter that's out of the way, you have to have some sort of risk reward for the player, I'd like to think.
Yeah.
So
I've been filling back up on bullets, by the way. So
is this?
Yeah,
this should be what we investigated earlier.
Yeah. But now we're in Shit Town.
Shit town. Don't want to be around. Oh, on the other side. Oh.
Hello.
Yeah, if we didn't think every
measure.
time you get some ammo, it's draining it away as well. So.
Yeah, but look how much the bullets have come back.
Yeah.
I have 54 bullets now, and 13 shotguns still. It's certainly been refilling me generously.
I'll wait
Now,
until you get the submachine gun.
Yeah, the TMP. We have had to do a lot of optional exploration for this, but it's been pretty liberal with the handouts.
James is a menace with the chain gun.
God, I wish. Okay, who do we
James
got?
is the type of guy that if he was using a chain gun, he would start screaming, "I'm sorry," while using it.
It's not my choice.
Very Matt Murdock energy. This one kind of easy to miss, though, I'd say.
Yeah.
Compared to the others.
Not that one though.
Oh, jeez, dude. It's like it didn't expect you to come from that direction.
Just standing out in the open.
Do it!
Ah, fuck.
Oh.
Never feels good to whiff with the bullets you're trying to save. Oh, there was a bug too there. That thing's gonna explode.
Oh, wow.
Wow, somehow I didn't take damage in that corner. I don't know how.
Wait. Oh, okay, good.
I'm very surprised that I managed to dodge the gas.
The way you said bug 2, I put an exclamation mark at the end because it reminded me of the Saturn game.
The video, yeah.
Bug 2.
The better one.
Oh. Wow. Game has been really restrained with third-person heroes squeezing themselves through a tight crevasse.
They've had some, like when you break the walls.
Oh yeah, I don't really count those.
Those
though.
guys. Yeah.
Because it's so quick and like, yeah, you know, he has to.
It's just unobtrusive compared to like FF7.
Yeah.
That's what you're suggesting. Yeah. Yeah, FF7 Rebirth was... remake was not ideal with that. Rebirth improved that a lot, actually. A lot.
It's still in 16. I was shocked to see.
I think this was a little... Yeah. So I think this was just a little optional spot. I'm not 100% sure, but I'll go back to Neely's Bar anyway now. Which I assume is where we're headed, but...
Yeah, it's a major location, yeah.
Yeah. You know what game was really bad with those sort of traversal blocker things? It was Thief. Thief before Thief.
Yeah.
Really, really bad with those, unfortunately. There's a bunch of like windows in the game or like objects that you need to move. Sometimes they're big like fallen bits of wood, like lumber. Sometimes they're shelves that have like collapsed, I think. Sometimes they're windows, and you have to basically mash a button to move them out of the way, to create a passage, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, those sections... Oh, there was a hole here, yeah. Those sections will never complete until the load in the background is done, no matter how much you mash. If you really want to see Mary, you should just die, but you might be heading to a different place than Mary, James. Oh, no.
How did Laura get that high
it wasn't
to write that on the walls? I don't.
Else did this.
Yeah, maybe she did. I just feel like that's a Laura message. Like, you just need to say fart face.
Yeah, if it said fart face, it would be a dead giveaway. There's a question mark there up one of the streets.
Didn't seem like it updated.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, we got it.
Well, yeah.
Save for...
Since you just...
Thief
ahead.
was so bad with that. Just like you'd mash and mash and mash and mash, but you could never actually get through until it's done, which affects the Xbox One and PS4 versions. I was about to say current gen, but which affects those versions. But it's really bad in the PS3 and 360 versions, where the loading times are longer. When you get to one of those, you're better off just letting Garrett sit there doing nothing and just wait for like 5-10 seconds and then start mashing. It's unfortunate because like they had to be implemented very, very late in the game to improve things. But
this is Liam's subtle way of saying go watch the episode of what happened on Thief 4.
Yeah, that's true. We did do that. What happens on Thief? It was really good actually. I thought that episode came out well. That was a lot.
Oh,
that game's neat though. It goes on sale for $2 every now and then. I mean, it's fucked, but like, I worked on it, so I'm very proud of it still.
Well, since you were in
look at him skipping away
bar and you were looking at that map piece. I had that little chime.
Yeah.
I wanted to bring up the sort of fan theory going around on this game that I'm like, you know what? That makes sense to me. Whereas every time you pick one of those up, it's like a weird thing to do. Why even acknowledge an old puzzle piece or an old thing or an old event that happened in a game when you're remaking it? Especially in such an...
It sort of seems like pure fan service, right? Because there's no substance to it, kind of.
Yeah, because there's no
what's
substance
the theory,
to it.
anyway?
Well,
Yeah.
in conjunction with that, of how we've wandered into certain areas, and James has said things like, "Oh, I have a bad feeling about this place. I can't quite put my finger on it." And the fact Maria did it as well, and Maria picked out her old costume in the hotel, and said, "Hey, maybe this looks like I could wear it." People are starting to think that maybe this particular vision of Silent Hill is cyclical, and that all these characters have done this before, and they're reliving the same day every day in Silent Hill, and we're just seeing echoes of other attempts.
Sure.
Like, this is how this puzzle used to be done. This is where I used to meet that character, but now it's been changed. And I was just thinking about it, mulling that over, and I'm like, yeah, I could see that. Maybe it's just a convenient, that fits what Bloober has done here, but I can also subscribe to it.
Yeah, I mean, I can see it, but I also do feel like people have been saying that for every remake of anything post Rebuild of Evangelion,
You're
Evangelion 1.0 coming out. Yeah, where that's like sort of explicitly a part of the text in Rebuild of Evangelion, but at a certain point.
At the same time, something like Silent Hill would do that to characters, make them,
Yeah, it's not unsuitable, actually. Like, I actually think it's a reasonably cool idea, and it would be cool if that is what the situation is. I mean, I assume that doesn't ruin James irreparably from his original state, but...
Well, like all these versions of Purgatory, or like a lot of them subscribe to the idea of that, like, oh, the worst thing you could ever do is relive the same events over and over again, and variants happening in between them can sort of make sense as well. At the same time, they're also kind of needless. Like, sure, but who's to benefit other than the player? Like, it's just to spice up James's, horrible journey? Like, oh.
James's horrible adventure. Yeah, I better go get that.
Sounds like it was outside, though.
Yeah, I have the feeling it's not too pressing, but still. Can't go there.
Do you remember how in Shattered Memories you could call 911 when you're out with your phone, and then they'll be like, "You're in Silent Hill, we cannot help you." It hangs up.
Oh, man. I don't remember that, but it does sound kind of familiar.
Yeah.
Hello? Anyone there?
Or perhaps you are a fool. The truth usually betrays people. You should know. The key is in the park at the feet of the praying woman. The wrench will open the gate. The key will let loose the abyss. It's spelling it out pretty hard for us.
Let loose the abyss doesn't sound good.
Oh, I mean, unless it's like a club or something. But James really letting loose in the abyss. Really hitting the gritty in the abyss.
You know what they say about the club.
Okay,
all right,
so
we're getting close.
Yeah, letter and wrench should be really, really close, actually. Can't tell if the street's blocked off that way.
Yeah, why don't you take a straight shot just to see if it is blocked off?
Oh, I think I'm gonna get the wrench first, 'cause I think I'm gonna have to go that way. Is my thought.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Like, look, it's a total dead end here. So.
Fair enough.
Admittedly, this is at best an educated guess. So, be prepared to be smug when I accidentally lock us out of that street.
Scott got a smug face on standby.
He's done his quarter circle forward. He's holding punch to charge the smug. Yeah.
I'm a regular smug the beast over here. Oh,
How many we got?
a second.
63. We're approaching Resident Evil 4 levels of ammunition
yeah,
here.
more than enough to kill anything with hooves.
More than enough to kill everything in Silent Hill.
Yeah, maybe.
James is like, you know what? I think I'm doing okay now.
Oh, come on, Mr.
Drug
Silent
hotline,
Hill.
yes, please.
You can't possibly have more nurses to throw at us.
Yeah, we saw all of them. We saw the picture. We know.
Yeah, remember those sweet, sweet, naive days of you going, oh, maybe there's only 7 nurses.
Yeah. Even at the time, I have to admit, even I didn't fully believe that.
I didn't believe my own crap. Oh,
They're here.
yeah, a lot of stuff getting a lot more on the nose the last couple of notes and such.
Okay, letter and wrench is a little back down the street, so I didn't see an obvious way to get into a building that corresponded to it, though.
Yeah, I mean, you
Maybe I ought
rubbed
to head back and
you rubbed
I
yourself
rubbed
up
myself
against
against every corner.
But I didn't really see a door and obvious.
Oh, here, I can probably go in here. Okay, well, this might lead us through.
Happy Burger.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
Sad Burger.
Take the chips, too.
Yeah, the crisps. Packet of crisps.
Mash triangle to eat chips one at a time.
Ah.
Sorry, do I have 8 health drinks? 7 now, but holy crap.
James, don't you think you've had enough? I tell you when I've had enough. I'm so healthy. Sir, if you drink that much probiotic, your stomach might grow its own brain. You'll be like Quato or whatever in Total Recall.
I'm concerned that's where we are going with the narrative at this point.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I definitely don't think I can get to the wrench from here, so let's just go around. Good thing I came back, though. Got those drinks filled up. James
No, it's good.
Partially satiated.
Yeah, only partially. But I mean, his stomach's
James, he
growing
would drink
smarter
more
every
of
day.
them now if he could, but
Very good.
when you're maxed out on life, you can't, and he knows that.
You know, Edgar Wright's making a remake of The Running Man, like the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie.
Oh, I didn't know.
That's
Cool.
like his
Something
next,
to look forward to, for sure.
That's his next film because, like many Arnold Schwarzenegger movies like that, and what was it called, Total Recall, they're based on some type of sci-fi novel. In fact, I think The Running Man is based on a Stephen King novel, and they did a bunch of crazy shit to it and changed it up. So now it's like, well, I want one that's a bit more, accurate to the written material.
Sure.
But yeah, no, I'm down for that. When they fight that Asian guy, that's the goalie, who's called Sub-Zero. Yeah, I'm down for that.
Dude, I haven't seen that movie since I was a child.
Yeah, it is a very child.
I do not
movie.
recall. Well, my grandma had an amazing collection of video cassettes.
Mm-hmm.
The Door That Wakes in Darkness opening into nightmares. Looks like it's open now.
All Nightmare
She had
Long.
an amazing collection of video cassettes, and that's where I saw like all the old action movies that I saw. She had a huge collection of Schwarzenegger and Van Damme stuff because she really
she
liked them.
should.
And Chuck Norris, she actually really likes like Chuck Norris as an actor. I know it's like, well, I guess maybe 15 years ago it would very much be like, oh, your grandma's into Chuck Norris, what a joker. But no, like she really loves Chuck Norris's action films actually. So I saw a lot of those as a kid, and I saw. Yeah, Last Action Hero. That one really stuck with me.
Yeah, it's your big favorite.
What a movie. Big favorite. No, I mean, that movie's fucked up, but it's also kind of really charming in some ways.
I think I told you I tried watching it again a few months ago, and the first half is quite good, and then the last half loses a lot because when he actually realizes, oh, I'm not real, it actually becomes quite depressing.
I really like what they're going for with that bit though. I think it's cool. No items.
No
well,
items. Here's an
just-
item.
So I need wrench. The,
Okay, yeah, the funny
The
wrench.
letter told me you need wrench.
I mean, wrench is good for that. But yeah, Running Man is pure 80s cheese. Like, it's so over the top, like everything about it. Very, very entertaining, though.
I have to go watch it again. I'm gonna watch Lawnmower Man again soon, which I have seen more recently, but my
weird.
wife has never seen it, and that
Like,
movie's...
you're planning a Lawnmower Man date.
Yeah, absolutely. That movie kind of kicks ass, so yeah.
That's, you know what? I will throw back over to you and saying I haven't watched that since I was a kid. So I haven't actually seen it.
Oh, really? Okay, yeah.
Well, I've seen it, but
Well.
like I don't remember. I just remember a bad guy from reboot quality CGI cutscenes. I mean,
Wait, I think I'm mixing it up with another movie.
what? Lawnmower Man is about a guy who's like a simple
Oh yeah, fuck
lawnmower
me.
guy,
I'm
And then he
mixing it
gets-
up with another movie.
and then he gets sucked into VR world and he becomes a god.
Oh man, I'm mixing
Pierce-
it up. I'm mixing it up big
Pierce-
time. That's not the movie I mean at all.
Pierce Brosnan fights him.
Fuck. I mean the one where Stallone's a cop in the future and they go to Taco Bell.
That's Stop or My Mom Will Shoot. No, I'm kidding. It's Demolition
It's
Man.
not Lawnmower. Demolition Man. It's practically the same title. Demolition Man kind of kicks ass.
Demolition. Don't mix them up.
Don't mix them up. Okay, Letter and Wrench should be.
I think we're too stupid.
What was Wrench under the?
Ah! I
Well,
found the tool. I get
Here
tool.
it was all along.
Okay, but now though you shouldn't go back to that door. We should go for the Bolorama because I do not trust that we go through that door with the wrench and then we.
I don't know how I'm supposed to get to the I think I have to go through the bolted gate to get to Nathan Avenue.
Okay,
because the
fair enough, fair
Bolorama
enough.
is down Nathan Avenue.
You're right.
you see?
You're right. Okay.
So that's my argument.
No. That
Anyway,
makes sense.
Demolition Man kind of kicks ass.
No, it kicks
I
ass.
think that
I,
movie's-
I watch it often actually.
Yeah, okay. When you said you hadn't seen it in a long time, that was my first thought was, oh no, I think
What?
I might be mixing it up in my head. This is going to be embarrassing.
Yeah. No. It became a
It
bit.
was
It's totally
embarrassing.
fine.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'd
If
love
you-
to have known how long that would have gone on if I hadn't described it.
Yeah. Fuck.
There's a video game based on Lawnmower Man if you want to play it though.
On like the Saturn or the 3DO or something, right?
No, there's a Super Nintendo.
Oh, there's a Super Nintendo version,
maybe-
really?
maybe
Hopefully
Genesis.
Nintendo will get off their shit and put that on the apps.
NSO
Speaking-
Online, stop being worthless.
Yeah, speaking of Online being not worthless, did you play the F-Zeros yet? Have you had given those a go?
I still haven't had time. I activated them on my Switch, but I did not boot them up. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay.
That was my
No,
homework
it's all
and I
good.
forgot.
Oh, it's so creepy. Whoa, cool. Hello. Oh, no.
My ears!
Oh,
My
no.
freaking ears! Oh no! The definition of fucking around. Oh,
Do I have to take care of this thing?
no, you just run away.
Whew. Not too bad.
Like most problems in Silent Hill and someone's past traumas and guilt, you can just run away.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Just run away.
That's what I did. That's why I'm living in Japan. Yeah, so we've come through... We're in the park. So I guess the park will lead us back to Nathan, if we truly can get to the Bolorama around the
Nathan's.
Nathan.
So we did get a hint about leaving something somewhere in the park.
Yeah, the key, something, the Garden of Madness.
Yeah. Enter the garden.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
I remember hearing that out of my Wii Remote in all of its crusty glory for the first time as a kid and being like, oh man, this is something special.
Alright, I already seen this.
Oh, I should read this. Patrick Chester, son of... Yeah, we did read this. That's true. You're right. Yeah, for anyone who's not aware, F-Zero GP Legend, aka Falcon Densetsu in Japanese, and Climax came out on the Game Boy Advance Switch app. And if you have access to the Game Boy Advance Switch app, you should absolutely go play those, because GP Legend has a dope story mode that does not have pre-rendered cutscenes, but it's longer than GX's story mode, and it's got more playable characters, and it's also not as crushingly difficult.
Oh, yeah, you've read this too.
I think, because we've been here before.
So this doesn't
And
seem
F-Zero
like
Climax is the actual last F-Zero that came out. Like, GX was not the last one.
like the last
Climax
brand new one. Yeah.
Yeah. Climax was Japan only, but it kind of kicks ass. And it's like, you look at the art in that, and it's like, whoa, this looks like a DS game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so you were gonna say something.
I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just had a
all.
thought. Like, it doesn't seem like we're in the otherworld version of the park. It seems like it's just the park at night.
Well, it's possible we've escaped the other world.
It's possible, yeah,
there.
but usually it
So I need to
has
kind
a
of
little
veer left.
Yeah, usually has a little bit more of a event or cutscene, whatever you want to call it. But
well, when I get to this place I'm supposed to unlock, I'm sure something's gonna pop off. So
yeah, that's true.
yeah. Here we are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so pretty much straight ahead of me there should be a release valve for hell.
Yeah, that's usually how it'd be. So tantalizingly close to the sweaty bowling shoes and stale pizza of Pete's Bowlerama. Oh,
There we are. We got a friend.
Hey. Are you feeling better?
This place is different from what I remember. I guess things never really stay the same, do they?
I guess not.
I don't think she's here anymore, James.
Who?
My mama? She doesn't want to see me anymore.
Why would you think that? Anyway, I'm happy to see you.
Happy to see me?
Alive, I mean.
Oh. Yeah. I better get going.
You still don't want me to go with you? If we stick together, we might just make it out of here.
Out of where?
This town. Silent Hill.
No, it's fine.
Okay. Oh, you didn't happen to see a little girl around here, did you?
A little girl?
Yeah, Angela? Are you all right? Angela?
No. Please. You shouldn't be here.
Angela? Angela. It's okay.
No, don't touch me!
Having never seen the original cutscenes, I gotta say that cutscene was done very well.
They're all of the all the cutscenes in general are done well, but the Angela ones are especially like the voice acting's on point and
I think
very
so.
good stuff.
I saw a friend of mine who is watching this playthrough critique one of them on Twitter, and I'm really curious to see after, what they looked like that was so different. My patient buried it here. I knew, but did nothing. It made me uneasy to have such a thing near. I wasn't looking for the truth. I was looking for tranquility. I also saw that thing. I fled, but the old society was sealed. No one dares to approach that place. Now, I offer you the key. If you still do not wish to stop, James, I pray to the Lord to have mercy on your eternal soul.
It's a heavy key. Historical
It's-
Society key.
Almost seems like it's missing a bit.
Yeah, on the end there. But yeah,
on the
because
end there.
because I know you know this discourse, but a lot of people have been like, over the decades, have been like, oh, Silent Hill 2, its voice acting so dreamlike because they did. No, the voice acting is weird and stilted and dreamlike because that's how voice acting was back in the day. There's not a lot of proper voice acting direction. The actors are not given the full context of what they're supposed to. Just many games sound like that. But it just works.
And voice acting culture was not
very
same
different
as it is now. Yeah.
And it just so
definitely.
happens
Anyway.
that works well with Silent Hill. You know what I mean? Like the place.
I think
when
I
you-
understand what you're saying. Yeah.
So versus like Resident Evil, where it's like Resident Evil 1 voice acting really cheesy, Resident Evil 2, like most of them in the early days are, and it's like you're still trying to recapture what it's been imprinted on people's minds. So when you go to the dub of the new dub with like Troy Baker and all these people for the HD version, it's very jarring. Like it is.
Did they redub the game for the HD re-release
Yes,
of Silent Hill?
they did.
Oh, I didn't know that. Is it?
Wow,
is it
that's like the
not
main.
very good?
Well, listen, it's polished actors trying to replicate exactly what the visuals, the same visuals and stuff, but it just like they're trying to lip sync to motion to old footage, and it's a lot harder versus everything being made with the actors of the voice, the motion capture
it's like
actors.
Part of the process.
It's part of the process, and it's very different. In the HD version, you can select it on or off for Silent Hill 2. For whatever reason, you can't do that for Silent Hill 3. It just has new voice actors for that, which is a weird choice. But but this, because it's all new. And I just think this does have kind of a not super snappy cutscene, polished AAA kind of feel to it. It's not like, snappy dialogue. It takes its time. It lets characters just emote. And it feels different, but it still feels really good and feels like it all makes sense and fits into this particular remake. So I'm enjoying it quite a bit.
Yeah, I mean, I do think it is pretty, close to AAA,
I just
on the level of like Naughty Dog or whatever, but I think it's competitive in that sphere generally.
Sorry,
but
I think I kind of meant like it's not like Uncharted and Resident Evil how people talk. I just mean its cadence and its like delivery and pacing. It's not very Hollywoody. This is like much more. I don't know, subdued
much more
and
Silent Hill.
Much more Silent Hill.
Subdued,
That's what it comes down to. I didn't mean by like quality levels, because the facial animation is definitely all there for that stuff. So.
I think so, by and large, yeah.
So it's just
I mean, it's always going to be hard to match up to fans. I mean, I say this having not compared them, so it's possible that people are just dead right, but like. Even if they're 100% there, it's never gonna be everything it could be for some people.
I mean, it's the same thing
Not a
as
critique of those people either. Just, it's hard to
Yeah.
match up to a game from 20 years, memories from 20 years ago.
Because listen, even like the Resident Evil remakes, I don't particularly care for the new actress that played Claire, voicing or the new model. I was just like, that just doesn't feel like Claire to me. And Leon was fine. I didn't have any problems with Leon. I'm not sure why. And I grew to like Ada in RE4 remake, even though a lot of people didn't. And I grew to like Leon even more. It's different, but it's still different. I really liked Ashley in the remake. So
Ashley was good.
It's very subjective about
9
which
health
character.
drinks, by the way.
That's so many.
Anyway.
You can make a slurry. It's just very subjective. Like some performances just speak to you, and some just don't.
Yeah.
Versus your memories of the character, and like Claire is one of my favorite characters. Like Leon is too. It just didn't hit for me certain performances, and I don't. Wesker in the new games, I'm like, yeah, it's just Wesker was so iconic, and the old games, and I'm not sure about Whoa.
Yeah, I got a jack lever. I love how the car dropped.
That was cute. Really funny. So for this,
I heard your little shocked. Oh,
yeah. For this, even though I've played the old games like a few times, not a ton. I like rented Silent Hill 2 once or twice. Once I had seen it at a friend's house when I got my PS2, and then I played them, and then I played the HD collection, not all the way through. So like super fan, obviously not, but these performances I all feel have been really strong across the board. There's not one where to me it feels like wrong or inauthentic or whatever we want to describe it as.
For you, it's 90+% there, and that's enough, kind of.
Yeah,
deal.
But I know there's still people out there that are like, oh, I don't like how this character is done, but I like this one. It's a real mishmash.
Nice, we found a thing.
Hard to see, but yeah.
A reference to a thing.
To an echo of
like
the
the more I
past.
hear about Silent Hill 2, 3 HD, I really feel like, man, they were set up for success, and it's a shame that like just a handful of things seem to have really let it down. That's my impression anyway. Like it could be worse than that, but like they had all the money they needed to get new voice acting for whatever reason. Not that I think that's a good idea, but like nothing to say that would have turned out like it's a given that would have automatically turned out badly.
Here we are.
Here we are, the Bolorama. I can't open the map. Oh no, I can't open the map. I'm safe.
Come on in.
Pete's.
Now I'm not sure if there's going to be anything super worth coming here except for ammo and stuff, but there's certainly a bit that I heard about.
Well,
I was
bowling.
Yeah.
I mean, we're gonna bowl.
Dude, I don't know if you've had this as a kid. I'm not sure if I've ever asked you this, but like bowling alleys in my formative years were like super important.
Pizza.
Oh wait, hold on.
This town's full of monsters. Who could just sit here and eat pizza?
So Liam, in the original version, you meet Eddie here, and instead of ice cream, he's eating a pizza. And that's a callback to James's line, and he says it in a very over-the-top way. This town is full of monsters. How can you just sit there eating pizza?
Oh, I see. So it's like it's a thing, huh?
But then they move that conversation, the most of it, to the theater that we were in.
Yeah, yeah. His slop bucket.
Yeah, the slop bucket. So. I like that they at least put that into here. I just I think they're just trying to consolidate things because they mixed Laura in there as well, and you're with Maria, so it was like 3 characters in one. So I think maybe that's why they kind of condensed it that way. But
speaking of just the characters, real quick,
yeah.
One thing I was thinking to myself that I liked in that last big cutscene was I kind of like how non-linearly the characters are handled. You know, like when we came to the town, I was like, okay, so this is our first buddy, and we're going to deal with her story first. And no, like it just literally has not played out that way. It does not feel completely predictable, like that sort of narrative structure.
Yeah, it's good because it keeps you on your toes a little bit, where it's like Eddie stuff, then Angela, then back to Maria, then here's Laura, Eddie again. So yeah, you're not used to one character too much.
No, genuinely good stuff. Honestly, I'm not sure how much that is in the original, or like if that's just how the original.
It's more or
is
less
as well.
like that, yeah.
More or less, yeah. Okay, but that's good. It's solid. Certainly good that they kept it then.
I was gonna say about bowling alleys is that like a lot of my very
Childhood
early
bowling alleys.
video game memories is going to like my local bowling alley that was like in my town, and they always had a few arcade machines, maybe not a lot, like maybe 3 or 4, and it was like Double Dragon or WWF Russell Fest or Turtles in Time. And later, when we went to the Rose Bowl, which is also in Montreal, it's the bigger bowling alley. That's where I first played Beasterizer. And some would say my life was never the same after that.
Changed your life, yeah.
Yeah. Furry
When you get
parties
out
every
here,
night.
it just changes to an invisible wall. No more fence. Now leaving Silent Hill.
So I'm not sure if bowling alleys were a thing for you.
So bowling alleys were a thing for me because there was always I don't really remember exactly, but there was some yearly bowling like charity event that a lot of people from like towns I grew up in participated in, and so I would go pretty much every year with my dad, and of course the regular bowling alley visits too, birthday party here and there, whatever, right? So yeah, certainly did do that. However, so one bowling alley I went to once as a kid had the iconic Mortal Kombat 4 cabinet.
Of course.
It's just the best. So here's the Historical Society, but I noticed that there's another building down the street, so I'm just going to check that real quick. It's across from the Bowlerama, sadly, so it's a good walk, but we've got bowling to talk about. Anyway, they had the absolutely fucking iconic MK4 cabinet with what's his face's fucking face on the side of it.
Yeah, the Qui-Gon.
Yeah.
No, Quan Chi.
Quan Chi, that's it, yeah. The bowling alley that I normally went to did not have any video games as far as I could remember, but for me, the place that we went to that had video games was it was the Grey Rocks ski area. Now, anyone from Quebec or Ontario or even maybe from Canada has heard of Mont Tremblant, which is like a huge like ski resort mountain in Quebec, and it's extremely close to where I grew up, so we often went skiing around there. And Grey Rocks was a smaller mountain nearby. Sadly, it's completely shut down now, which I am actually sad about, because I did like that ski mountain. It was very nostalgic. My grandma used to work there a long time ago as well. Like, anyway, they had a one of the Neo Geo MVS cabinets, with 4 games slotted in. Yeah, so they had bases. One of the bases loaded games. They had one of the Samurai Showdown games. They had World Heroes, one of the World Heroes games, 100%. And I think the last game was a Turf Masters, but I'm not 100% sure about that one. The other 3 I'm 100% sure about, but Turf Masters I'm not totally sure. Anyway, I always wanted to play Samurai Showdown and World Heroes, of course, because why wouldn't you? One look at World Heroes,
yeah,
and
you were a
changed person. Yeah, exactly. It was the Beasterizer of my time. Nothing. Anyway, but I never got to. And the reasoning wasn't terribly bad, and it was usually because after skiing,
you're all tuckered out.
My parents... Well, we would... Sometimes we'd go to the local Super Club Vidéotron, and we would, rent a movie. But also they had lots of games to rent there, so I frequently rented games after these ski trips, yeah. If you talk to any Quebec video game person, the Super Club Vidéotron is the that's the word to unlock their inner psyche.
Yeah, for sure.
That was the Blockbuster for us. Very, very equivalent. So
I actually didn't go to Super Club Vidéotron. I went to Club International Video.
Oh, I see.
And that's where
an independent joint.
I would peruse the Misty Day Remains of the Judgment.
The Judgment. You would peruse.
That's where I perused the just whatever animated section. There's the Pocahontas.
Oh, the coal mine, yeah. Right.
There's whatever. Oh, here's wow. These cartoon ladies have their boobs out because they would mix the hentai with the animated shit. Like, whoever put that up either was like ignorant of like, oh, it's just all cartoons.
Yeah, of
But
course.
hentai was regularly mixed, and this is like the amazing era of like late '90s hentai, where they would pay American porn actresses for their vocal
To dub it
talents
over.
to dub it
Yeah.
over, which is insane to me when you think of nowadays.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's a completely different world. Oh, I have seen a picture of this on the internet.
Yeah, it's
very
not-
fucking creepy.
It's not a great hole.
Oh,
But yeah, Club International Video also had a couple arcade games that would really regularly swap out. Always fighting games. It was either Killer Instinct, Street Fighter Alpha 1, Primal Rage, Mortal Kombat 4, every so often.
a plague. I see. Yeah, I think that was the thing that killed all those people, right?
All 67, yeah.
All 67, I think. Yeah, arcades we really didn't have out sort of in the country, in small towns around there. I remember there was... So there's this, like... there's this convenience store near where I grew up. Oh, fucking cool. There's this convenience store near where I grew up, Arundel Provisions, and next door to it, there used to be a huge hotel called the Maplewood, and the Maplewood got destroyed when I was in like second or third grade, and my school was right next to it, so I watched it get destroyed. Anyway, but at the Maplewood, I think they had a Pac-Man cabinet, one of the seated table ones, because one of my like first memories is like sitting on my dad's lap watching him play Pac-Man on the table, weirdly enough.
Precious memories.
But otherwise we didn't really have arcades. There was an arcade up at Mont Tremblant, but we never went. It was very expensive. I feel like this is looping.
I feel like if I was James and I get to the bottom of this and look up, I'd be like, I'm good. I'll just die.
Yeah. I'm not sure if I should keep going. I'm not sure if this is a snake eater situation.
I'm
but
pretty
gonna
sure
keep
you
going
can keep going.
Oh,
There
okay.
you go.
Wasn't that much
Imagine
further.
if you gave up right there.
Yeah. I gotta turn around. This is probably the right way to go.
James is like, I need a sweet treat.
September 11th, 1820. Never forget. Sometimes forget, but never forget.
Okay, prisoners. That sounds great.
Not great. No, not great. Not great.
Great.
Man.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Not great. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I think the Tremblant arcade had X-Wing versus TIE Fighter. One of those
one
sick
of those
old
Sega
Star Wars ones.
Yeah.
With the everything was like vector art.
Yeah, I know which ones you mean.
Yeah, those are so cool. No, I mean, in a way, I really feel like I was kind of born at the wrong time to go to really, like, enjoy arcades in North America, honestly. I'm not crazy younger than you, but I am quite a bit younger, and it made a big difference. Toluca Prison Camp. Used to house prisoners during the American Civil War. So there's, like, a cloth covering up the rest of the image as well.
Kind of strange.
Death by skewering, an execution at the prison. Death by skewering or strangling. To choose his death is... Wow, you get to pick skewer or strangle? Jesus.
I'll take...
Crimson and white banquet for the gods.
Not great.
Is this some cult shit we're getting into?
Yeah, I think it's just regular Silent Hill stuff. Like it's
this is just regular municipal politics.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't really like it.
Oh.
That all my funding, all my taxpaying dollars is going to the prison underneath the Historical Society.
No, James is like, I would vote for this. Oh, I like that. You press X to jump, and then...
He's stealing
now we're gonna back out.
himself.
Was there any rooms that I think I might have gotten everything. I'm not 100% sure.
Your map doesn't work here, yeah?
My map doesn't work here, yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so.
Yeah, let's call it good enough. I got holes to
now
jump
you
in.
have a running start.
Yeah. It'd be great if you, like, came at it running. Like, he had a different animation.
Yeah.
He, like, kind of hits the other side of the wall. Ooh.
He's like, can I drop myself down? Can I...
If you slide against the wall like Mega Man X, it'll be a lot slower.
yeah.
Excellent landing.
Not
I really
too bad
wanted
at
him to
all.
land like young Link in Ocarina of Time. You know, when you jump from too far.
Yep.
It looks like I can break through one of these walls.
Fortunately, you didn't lose all your gear in the fall.
Yeah, it all just rolls down a grate in the ground. Sorry, was there another breakable? I actually thought I saw a breakable wall elsewhere. No, I guess not. I thought it was this one that I saw, and I actually thought this one was the breakable one. Oh wait, no, hang on. Maybe I'm playing myself. So 2?
Yeah. 3. Oh.
I'm gonna find out that these are like fixing themselves as I turn the camera. No, that one seems to be open still. So yeah, 3. Although that one seems to lead somewhere. Oh, these two don't lead anywhere.
They're just false.
That's the trick.
They're tricksy. They're false.
Okay, alright, I guess it's just these 3.
Yeah, I can squeeze through this one. Perfect.
I like the little historical society place upstairs showing all the sort of bits of the history of the town.
Yeah.
Kinda cool.
They're
It's cool how the history of the town continues into this underground portion where you get to see those horrible things.
What? It's probably one that's crawling. There, yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering if my attack would lock me onto it. I gotta heal. Beamed him.
Better not be no nurses in here.
Well, I have 100 bullets.
You do not.
Look.
You do.
100 and 16 with the shotgun.
Well,
That's
like,
crazy.
just get in there and start
18
blasting.
healing items. I guess I should. And there's just this little path over here too that looks horrible.
I think you might slightly be trained now to like pop off a few shots, then run and hit him up with the melee. But I don't think you need to,
do the,
at least for a little
roundhouse
bit.
kick. Yeah.
Roundhouse kick, James kick.
No items.
Wait, you don't have the
Yeah,
jack
so
thing.
I need
guess
something
not.
too. Oh wait, I did have the jack handle before, but
I
evidently
guess it's not available.
Oh, maybe the jack handle was for something up above, and I passed the moment where that was usable.
Oh, maybe because
Maybe that was an optional thing. There was a car I could lift. And he's stuck under a car.
yeah, cause no, but when you went into the historical society, you opened it up. It said it gave you the option to use the jack or the key, and you used the key
it's true,
as
it's
you
true.
should. So I don't know what happened to it. Another
obviously I need
Silent
to
Hill
find something
mystery.
else. Yep.
Good times had by all.
When you say that, it makes me think of like Archie's Weird Mysteries. That's just what Silent Hill is.
Man, if Archie like wound up the sins Archie has committed.
Too numerous to count.
It's like he just constantly has to choose between Betty and Veronica, and it's just like his mind gets torn asunder.
How did he figure out that shit with the Punisher? How did that go down?
It's just because a criminal that looks like Archie just happened to fled into Springfield, and when the Punisher shows up, Riverdale. Stay out of
Riverdale. Yeah, you got it.
He just so happened to go there and hide out, and the Punisher goes into town, sees Archie, so well, that's got to be him. and is about
I
to
see.
kill
Okay.
him when other people are like, no, it's not him, blah, 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 blah. So it's just the identities are no longer confused, and I assume the
Right.
Punisher brings that criminal to jail or shoot. I read it years and years ago. I don't really remember, but that's the gist of it.
The follow-up that I want to know is, does Archie help? Does Archie help
I believe
figure out
he
the-
helps. I believe he helps.
Cool. That's good.
You should ask me what happens
Oh, well.
with Predator versus Archie.
What happens with Predator versus Archie?
They
Don't
all-
mind if I do.
They all go to a tropical like island for a vacation, and the Predator just kills everybody.
Do they die?
Yeah, it's not a canon comic, so it's just a one-off. So it's yes, but they die in that comic. Whoa! I was expecting the bug to show up on the side.
It's spooky.
It was.
I don't know if you're supposed to solve that code or not, but I mean, I guess I did solve it by brute forcing it, but
That brute forcing is solving. Don't let anyone tell you different.
yeah, this idea of James going like deeper and deeper into like the heart of Silent Hill is kind of cool.
It is.
But it is, as a reminder, this is purely rule of cool stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There's no substance to this. It's just
They're like,
No,
wouldn't it be
run its
cool if
course.
James did cool jumps into cool holes? Yeah.
Can we have James do a flip into the next one?
Yeah.
You're like rotating the sticks in different directions to make him do stunts.
Yeah, as he's falling, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
You
Make
get extra-
James do a Christ air.
You get extra points. You unlock the true ending. Based on how sick you are.
Well, it makes me think of the MGS2 skateboarding.
Ain't no big deal. Just put the gun to their head and
Eddie?
oh, hi James.
What happened here? Who was that?
I don't know. It just came at me.
Okay. So he attacked you. And you shot him.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. He made me do it.
Okay, calm down, Eddie. Any idea why he would do that?
I don't know. He came out of nowhere. Tried sneaking up on me in the dark. I heard footsteps, so I turned back and he was right there.
And you could tell that he wanted to hurt you.
Well, yeah, I mean, the way he looked at me, I just had to do it.
He looked at you? I thought you said he came at you.
Yeah, I mean, I could see it in his eyes.
His eyes.
He kept looking at me, making fun of me. And I told him not to, but he didn't listen.
What Eddie's describing is how I feel when hosts at restaurants give me the English menu in Japan.
You can't just kill someone because the way they looked at you.
Oh man, they really did a good job with making him feel quite scary here.
Mm-hmm.
You should see your face, James. I was just joking. The guy was dead when I got here. I got you, didn't I? Well, anyway, I better get going.
Wait. You're gonna go out there alone?
Yeah.
So you might notice that this is the second time where you come upon Eddie, and there was that other guy that was dead in the apartment where he was throwing up,
In the
and
fridge,
he's like,
yeah.
I didn't do it. I blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So yeah, not a great track record there, Edward.
They really do a good job making him sort of move from being this like sniveling sort of like
Just
only scared
yeah,
kinda
to
dude into this like quite menacing kind of
definitely.
problem character. I do like the sort of like, I guess, dream logic of things in Silent Hill in this game a fair bit, where like, you know, Eddie obviously didn't do these puzzles. He obviously didn't, you know, come the same way James did and stuff. And like the idea that characters are just sort of waking up and, you know, going through doors and coming out in different places and stuff like that. It's very cool.
Yeah, and it doesn't feel like it's off or it needs to be explained. It's just, you know, it's the town, you know, versus like a Resident Evil game. Like, how did you get here, Wesker? Like, how did you, you know, blah 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 blah.
Yeah. Oh, look, a rifle.
Oh
And a lot
yeah,
of bullets too. Yeah, no, it doesn't feel contrived at all. Like, I really get it. Look at these creepy masks in here. Don't like that.
very odd.
Toluca prison. They still haven't found him. Since he had the cabinet key, we should assume one of the prisoners got his hands on it. Get the spare from the witness checkpoint and secure the rifle before it falls into the wrong hands. Okay.
Really
I'm
hyping
gonna
up that
secure
one
the
rifle.
That's for sure. Yeah. Map. Yeah.
Map.
First floor. Sorry, serpent section, main section, and then serpent section.
Yeah.
And this one has a bull on the bottom corner. Also a massive shower room. The boar section? Third floor. Basement with a bird? Gee. I gotta say, the showers sure seems like an amazing place to fight a big boss. I like in the bottom left of the map, so they have the little animal icon, but then just beside that they have a little sort of full building diagram, so you can kind
So
of
you can see how they
orient
connect,
yourself
yeah,
a little
yeah,
better. Yeah. I think that's a smart choice. You had said that in the original game the maps were like more, it was like one map kind of thing, right? Rifle cartridges.
Yeah, because they definitely
But,
expanded. They expanded like every main interior environment is definitely like added hallways, added rooms, that type of thing.
Yeah, I certainly think that having that little connective tissue on the bottom corner of the map there is a smart way to get around it, not just being one map, you know, linking them together like that. It's good stuff.